Hi, and welcome to the Land of Eem podcast. This is our actual play of the Land of Eem tabletop role-playing game created by us, Ben Costa and James Parks, and featuring our pal George Higgins. Land of Eem is a creative-focused, easy-to-learn tabletop RPG that was inspired by our book series Dungeoneer Adventures from Simon & Schuster and Rickety Stitch and the Gelatinous Goo from Random House. You can find out more about the Land of Eem at landofeem.com. Hope you enjoy our adventures.
Hey!
Welcome.
Hey
Welcome.
there, hi there, ho there.
This is the, I don't remember, 14th?
14th episode of Session 2.
That's a lot of episodes.
Season 2.
Season 2. James, you're muted.
Good thing I was,
Talking up a storm.
Yes.
Oh, hey.
Yes, I was.
The regular Jabberjaw in the wings over there.
So
Yeah,
off stream, we were
yeah.
just calculating inventory that has, not been calculated for like 9 years.
Yeah, someone's really bad about it, that guy's name.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give us a D- for inventory management. Although, to be fair, I do have some space. And I've been making George carry all of the rations because he's bigger.
I mean, it's what I do.
It's irrational.
You beat me to it.
So yeah, you'll have to, transfer some of those over and maybe dump some in the river.
So we're like, my inventory is literally AM PM. There is too much good stuff.
Wow.
Welcome to the stream, folks.
All right, there's a good stream, everybody. I think that's it for today. And
We'll be here all week. Well,
Ben, so sorry. Catch us up where we're at in the story. Let me look where we're.
I believe we're in mid-dungeon crawl.
Yeah,
guys...
I mean the Gretchomaticus. So all the over encumbered stuff is on FB, and poor Tortoise is outside. Just
Tortuga.
her knees are bowing under the weight of a canoe full of junk because we hoard.
You don't have
things.
to worry about that right now.
Yeah.
But so you guys are still in the Gretchomaticus, which is this lumber mill.
Giant, like, robo lumber mill.
Yeah, automated Goblin, shrimp technology lumber mill that has gone haywire. It's been taken over by some sort of entity and feeding the workers into this grinder that mulches everybody.
God, I mean, we fed a couple of them too. Not workers, but
those were robots.
Yeah,
sputter lumberjacks, who
the guy from
work
Mortal Kombat,
at Logjam but have been reprogrammed. So we ended last time after you got into a tussle with the Sputterjacks, and Rylee had fallen unconscious. I think we have to deal with that mechanically. And you're running on the conveyor belt as the grinder is munching behind you.
And I think Gretch he was low on courage, but
yeah, he's almost defeated.
Yeah.
So one thing you can deduce from last time is that you messed with the control box of this grinder, which kind of halted it for a second, but it's back up and running even though you messed with controls. So do with that what you will.
Sorry, I was pulling up the stream on YouTube and I heard double. So you said we messed with the grinder and we messed with the controls and it did what now? It just slowed down the grinder briefly.
Right.
Okay, cool. So I wonder if we can't get Gretch on that. Should we kind of cut into the scene and then get going?
I'm unconscious.
You are.
Yeah. So James, I think you need to roll to see if you get wounded.
While this is happening, I'm jogging on the treadmill I'm holding Rylee on my shoulder. Rylee, wake up! Come on, Rylee. It's no time to be napping on the job. That's all I hear from Riley's mouth. Oh no, it's her soul escaping her body. It went.
The conveyor belt starts going to overdrive. Make an athletics check.
Oh, rude.
Oh boy.
Bernard got our hands and our dice. Let me see how much I add to it. Did I add something already?
2.
I added 2, didn't I? I do add 2. That was correct guess on my part. I'm going to add a quest point just off the bat because this seems like a bad situation. I don't want to slip and drop something. I don't want any drawbacks.
Cool. Okay. You maintain your footing and you like hop off to the side of the room.
Hop along Cassidy.
Conveyor belts.
Could I have dragged Gretch as well? Just because I feel like he was probably,
You got him. You're like, carrying both of them. Gretch says, "Look, I'm out of here. This is it. I should have left."
Intimidate or inspire? Intimidate or inspire? We're gonna go ahead and intimidate him. No. We're gonna try to inspire first. I'm gonna give him an inspiring order.
Carrot before the stick. You know what I mean,
Ben? So inspiring order really is more about healing, giving an ally +2 check before it's rolled, or bonus to party member rolls. Can I use a charge of it, if you will, to inspire Gretch? Would you be willing to allow that? Or I'm just going to intimidate him. Your call.
What? Explain that again.
So inspiring order, right? Like my ability, I can use it twice per session to do one of the following. I can give party members a bonus to their rolls during a phase of conflict, +2 to an ally's check before it's rolled, or heal 1d6 courage to an ally. Maybe we can bend it in this case. I'll heal up Gretch a little bit with an inspiring order and give him some courage back. So that maybe we can convince him to help us deal with the control console. Like he's the only one who's going to know how. So I'll roll it. No, go ahead. Yeah.
How do you? What?
Yeah.
I'll say that if you roll a 9+, you will also inspire him to stay. Otherwise, you're just going to be healing him.
I believe in you.
I believe in Lupin.
I believe in you, Joe.
Hey!
Hi.
Nice.
The dice are with me.
Bernard.
I think we also have to give credit to Nitai, who gave us a drive-by good luck at 10:32 in the morning.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Look at that.
It's good stuff.
It is good stuff, and it's boistering my rolls. Boister is an oyster.
Boister?
Yeah. Bolstering?
Okay.
No. Boistering.
Bolster.
No, it's
kind of like the word.
It's actually like uplifting us.
Boisterous?
How do we make that a thing? He exclaimed with boister.
So, you should heal him for 1d6.
I do it.
See you 6. I see you 6. I feel it.
I resist the urge to grab him by his scruff, and instead I firmly put my hand on his shoulder. And I look him deep in the eyes and say, "Gretch, you're the only one who can stop this. Look at what Riley's given for your machine. Think of all the lumberjacks that have been fed to this thing. You can do this."
All right. Give me the manual.
Get me the manual. And at this moment, Galen looks into the
manual.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to do a very office moment where Galen just looks into the camera and has no idea what's going on.
James, you need to make a resist wounds check.
Yes, I do.
I believe your armor gives you. Did you have armor?
I do not. I do not have armor.
Shucks.
I don't remember exactly what I did with it, but I know that it's gone.
Mm.
All right, hold on. Okay. Sorry.
That's vitality.
Yep. Sorry. 1 second. I had some pop-ups on my screen. I couldn't understand what was going on. I got to roll.
You got a
12.
virus, okay?
I got a virus. 6 plus my vitality.
There are
Unless you
young
have a
from in your
minus.
area
7.
that are interested in you.
7.
All right, you resist wounds. You eventually come to.
Rylee.
Now, I am going to say, you guys,
Rylee.
you're in the thick of an adventure. I think it's kind of weird to say if you are defeated again, you're not facing death, because it's like,
We're facing death.
Facing death every day.
So, Gretch says, all right, we got to get to the engine room. We're not far away. We can do this.
I believe in you, Gretch.
Engine room. Well, what about the control panel?
They were able to instantly repair it. Whoever they are.
It.
Like a
Can I like make a perception check to see if Gretch knows more than he's letting on when he refers to it?
Sure.
It's a 6.
All you know is that he's like wildly scared. And it kind of seems like he doesn't know.
Oh, okay. He doesn't even want to say it's a thing. It's just like some bizarro thing, let's I say point the way to the engine room, and I help Rylee to her feet. I say, Rylee, you good?
I'm good. My hair's on fire, but I'm good. Sorry.
It's a great Ghost Rider reference.
That was a direct attack against Ben Costa.
Oh man, it didn't process. I had blocked that part of my brain out. I'm going to go watch Ghost Rider now on Disney Plus.
Don't do it.
Oh, you know what I started watching last night on Disney Plus? Caravan of Courage.
Whoa!
Adventure.
Caravan of Courage is on Disney Plus?
Yeah. So is the...
Oh, yeah, they're bringing back all
and
the
like
stuff.
the Ewok cartoon.
Do they bring back the Christmas special too?
Gosh, I'm totally going to watch Caravan of Courage.
It's just the Boba Fett animated segment.
Boba Fett.
Where?
Also
awesome.
what's Evgeny Tarkovsky's Clone Wars.
Oh, his Clone Wars. I want to watch that, and then I think I will like leap into.
It's really good.
The actual proper. Is there any correlation between that cartoon and the Clone Wars longer series that they ended up doing, like story wise?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Or does it get Tartakovsky stands alone?
It's like a one-off, and it can fit anywhere, I think.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but there's some really cool like action sequences in that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful.
It almost makes the prequels.
I should really watch episodes 2 and 3 one of these days.
No. All right.
And on that note, back to the stream.
What we're saying. Okay, Gretch leads you through a door down several flights of stairs into the bowels of the Gretchomaticus.
The bowels.
You can hear
smells like the bowels of the Gretch.
other like clanking footsteps like echo throughout this chamber, and you're not sure where it's coming from. But you get down into the engine room, and it's like hot. It gets hotter and hotter as you go down. And there you see what is known as the mega engine. It's about 20 feet high. There's like so many bundles of giant hoses and cables connected to it. and like huge. Gretch says these are all connected to the huge oil drums upstairs, in like the factory room, and right when you enter, this thing starts like whirring with life and starts laughing.
Starts laughing. It's terrible.
You see in the dark corners of the room little eyes that belong to gremlins.
I turn to Rylee, and my axe starts glowing red, and I say, "I know what to do. I'm going to chop it in half." Shout out to
Gretch.
No, he's not for you. He's here to stop you.
The mighty Gretch.
We're here to stop you. Whatever you
cannot stop what has already started.
Cannot stop.
Who are you? Why are you doing this?
I am the Liberator.
Is it a surname or your first name?
Mr. Liberator or Liberator Jones?
I am here for retribution against the goblins.
What did the goblins do?
Well, they filled my forest.
Oh my god, is this the Lorax?
Oh, it's a Lorax.
It's the Lorax.
They did fell the forest. Gotta give him that. They're sort of screwing up everything.
I turn to Gretch and I say, did some little squat furry dude pop out of a tree stump and tell you to stop cutting down his trees at any point?
Do you mock me?
We're having a side conversation. Ignoring the Liberator.
Alan, don't mock him.
I mean, he's already pissed at us. What else could go wrong?
You and your ilk have displaced so many creatures, so many critters.
Well, what if we could tell you that we're going to shut this place down forever? Would you leave everybody in peace?
They must pay.
You've already had the blood of many lumberjacks down your gullet.
Yes.
How many more do you want?
The lumberjacks are innocent. They're just trying to work and do what they can to get by. It's the corporation that you want to get back at.
All are complicit.
We can help with that. Oh, man.
In fact, that's kind of why we're here. We're going to stick it to the man.
Hey folks, just want to take a quick moment to thank all of our supporters on Patreon. Without you, we wouldn't have been able to make this actual play a reality. So if you're a fan of the podcast, the books like Dungeoneer Adventures or Rickety Stitch or the Land of Eem TTRPG, know that Patreon is the best way that you can support us. Thanks again, and let's get back to the adventure.
Say, who filled your forest? What corporation was it? Or is this guy unreasonable and doesn't even care? I'm kind of getting the sense that it just wants blood, and that's the only thing that'll satisfy it.
No, I mean,
can I use a mechanics check to see how this thing is getting power?
Yeah,
I like it. Shout out to I'm a punk rock nerd saying Disney Plus owes us bits now for our free promo of Disney Plus that we were doing earlier. Give us
so
those Twitch bits, baby.
I hadn't even realized it, but just because they've got the Ewok Adventure Caravan of Courage, we plugged the heck out of Disney Plus. Because I want to rewatch that so bad.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny. What was I doing? I'm rolling mechanics.
Yeah, you're doing a mechanic. Do you have advantage on? Okay,
I do.
Yeah.
I do have advantage on mechanics. That is a 12.
You can see that there's
12.
It's a combination of things happening. There's the power generated by the engine, as well as some other energy.
An eldritch energy
never seen before. Yeah,
some eldritch energy that we've never seen before.
I say, well, we can at least weaken it by taking out the mechanical energy of it, right? Do you think there's a monkey wrench you could throw in the works? Maybe this canoe right here.
Well, I mean, I want to give you guys a chance to parlay because you guys were saying
we were
some
getting
interesting
there.
things. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is like me doing it while we're talking. I didn't intend to stop parlay.
Yeah.
I don't want to get
I'm gonna hold up. Oh, okay. I have an idea. I have an idea. As I was resolving my inventory, I came across something very interesting that I realized.
And I had no idea I even had.
Yeah, no. I hold up a packet of seeds towards where I perceive the entity's eyes to be. It doesn't really matter. I say, look, we're friends of the forest. We're trying to replant the used to be forest. We have these packet of seeds. We've helped so many creatures along the way. We've protected some of the trees. We're on your side. We think this isn't the way to do it, though. We need to get to the head of the corporations. We need to figure out if it's SPL or if it's Krog and Sons or whoever it might be that clear-cut the forest. They threaten the Grimly Wood now, too. And we know we need to stop them.
That's why
perhaps we're not so different after all. But it's true. That is why we're here. We're going to sabotage their lumber efforts.
Okay. Make an inspire check.
I'm sure it doesn't.
You'll have
No, I was going to say
-1.
Oh, okay. All right. Intimidate works too, yeah.
That wasn't very intimidating.
Hold on.
It was like pleading. It was like pleading your case.
I'm gonna give you a pep talk and be like, Galen, I know you can do this, man. Like you've got it. You've got it. I'll fist bump him.
Yeah. Rylee just actually swats me on the keister a little bit, and I get a whoop. I got this.
Yeah, I'll do it with a towel, like we're in a locker room at an NFL.
Yeah. What does NFL stand for in Land of Eem? It's a question for the GM.
Hilarious.
National Forest Logging.
Ah, yes.
That's what's embroidered onto the towel.
I love it.
All right, so I'm gonna roll to give you advantage.
Oh, I like it.
That's an 8. That's an 8. So I totally do it.
Dude, totally do it.
You get to
totally do it. I get advantage. All right, I'm glad you did. It's just gonna be. It's gonna be a 7. I have no bonuses, and we can't. I mean, the quest points aren't going to bump us up into another bracket. But that's pretty decent right there.
You hear a large mechanical sigh.
Like an emotional sigh, or just steam being let out, or
yes, all of the above. And
yes.
And the Liberator says, "If you mean what you say, then you will help build a body for me."
Sorry, did you say party?
Oh, that's
body.
Oh, a body.
And he says, "Minions, show them your work." And a light comes on, and you see like this vaguely.
Gremlin. Sorry,
it's like a lot of gremlins.
Yeah,
and they're like pouring over this mess of wires and cables and cogs. That's like a giant thing. It looks like a wire cable golem type of thing. Oh my
gosh. We're going to accidentally create like a robot kaiju.
I mean, I'm okay with that. It means that we'll have to create our own Pacific Rim-esque robot kaiju where you and I work in tandem.
Or we just got to like pump some like nutrients into Zona Imbach and they can wrestle over the city.
Zona, he's just sitting in the corner. I heard Rylee talking about getting the nutrients.
I'm feeling it.
Anything to protect his mushroom people.
This is gonna end with like a giant Power Rangers fight.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Like Greco-Roman wrestling between a giant mushroom and a robot.
God, we oil them up first. That's the goal. Okay, so Ben, how tall is this thing going to be? And does it seem like it'd be more powerful than? I don't know. I was going to say, does it like how destructive will it be? Because I worry that it'll just wreak havoc in the countryside.
No, it's not like kaiju. It's like 12 feet.
We can take this guy.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I'll say so. He's showing us his like how complete is it? How close to completion?
It looks like complete in terms of form, but he says like it's not running yet. It's not. It doesn't. It needs the final touches to make it go. It needs the spark.
Wow.
I have an idea, George.
It needs the all spark.
Yes.
The Autobot Matrix. Yeah. I must have the Autobot Matrix.
You get the touch.
I just listened to that this morning in the shower.
Never gets old. I mean, it's always
this
relevant.
This is so revealing as to who we actually are. Listening to You've Got the Touch in the Shower, and I watched The Caravan of Courage last night.
Oh my good lord! What happened to Stan Bush, Vince DiCola, all those guys?
Oh man, classics through and through.
Yeah.
George, I have an idea. Giant robot liberator. How are we supposed to put your essence into this machine? How do we connect your brain?
Yeah, what she said.
I will do that.
Dang, I say under my breath. So, what do you need us for?
To spark it.
What?
I need the spark.
The spark. And where's the spark? What is the spark? How do we spark you?
It's a great conversation.
It's like channeled Elliot Block just now.
Yeah. Our solution is to build a wall around this guy, and he'll never get out.
You are a mechanic, are you not?
Yes.
I saw you. I felt you.
Yeah.
Give the body life with the spark technology.
I look over at the fire
talking
spit
about
lizard.
Sputter. Yeah, you might be talking about sputter technology or something.
You need to shock it to life. Yeah. This is a very Frankenstein monster moment.
I mean, he's talking about electricity.
Yeah, you need to shock it to life.
Got it.
So that's interesting. It can't do it itself then.
Yeah, well, clearly what we need to do is... I'll be like, Galen. I'm not the best mechanic in the world, but I know if you are the best. Too much electricity, it may not work. It may, create a little bit of a explosivo. You know what I mean?
Explosivo, yes. I say it's the basic premise of all spark technology is there's always too much of a good thing. I say so.
Let me ask what your intentions are here.
I mean, I think Galen is actually kind of intrigued by this thing that could be now fighting on our side. I just
don't want it to be a murderous destructor bot.
Oh, it's going to be.
It's been eating lumberjack.
Yeah. It already has a taste for blood. That's a tough call. So looking at the functions of this lumberjack machine or this giant thing, does it look more for destruction, like destruction of things, or does it have like a replanning purpose? maybe we can take that angle.
Destruction.
Maybe we can take the angle of we'll help
it's
you.
Clear.
Yeah,
it's
clear. Yeah, 40 swords, 80 spear launchers.
Its hands are made of battle axes.
Yeah, it's already stained in blood somehow. I'll say, but what if we changed your machine to be a force of good? I know. Right? No.
Are you saying put a seed injector, like?
Yeah. Like if it
like a RoboCop somehow... Johnny Appleseed.
Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself.
I love that.
It shoots goblins in a very.
Beware my green thumb, scumbag.
Yeah. No, let's pitch that to him, because I'll say, look, we have this bag of seeds. The green gallivanters are trying to replant the forest, and quite frankly, unless
you could be a great help to the green gallivanters' cause.
Can you imagine how much good you could do for the used to be forest if you could plant seeds faster than they could strip mine? Let us work on the corporations. Let us undercut Destina Brink and stop her plan. And while we do that, you can reseed the forest and fix the destruction that they've wrought. That's better to give the homes back to the things that have lost them than to just take more lives.
The Liberator, you hear like the whirring of the engine kind of lessen, and he says, "Do it."
All right.
Build a machine, a body of life-giving.
Can we do a montage?
I'm gonna start drawing out some specs for like fertilizer missiles and like
and like
seed cannons.
Yeah.
Like one hand is a giant like sprinkler.
Yeah, that's and Galen has no mechanical inclination, so he just keeps trying to jam the bag of seeds in different spots.
Galen, this is gonna be so cool.
Body.
Gretch says, "This is great. He's gonna plant more trees to cut down."
No, he's gonna plant. I just
snap his neck. Kill him immediately.
Toss him into the vulture.
No evidence.
He will be the first of our fertilizer missiles.
Yeah, it's we never talked about how this thing is powered, and it's powered by people. It's Soylent.
There's a wood chipper on the back of it.
It's so horrifying.
This is gremlins going kidnapping people from villages as this thing comes storming through. Firing seed cannons through people's hearts.
It all started out with good intentions, but we just ended up destroying the Land of Eem.
It's fine. It's a sandbox.
How far could he go?
Anything can happen in the Land of Eem sandbox.
Well,
you too can make a sandbox of your own with Land of Eem beta bundle at drive-thru-RPG/Land of Eem. Go download the beta right now. It's free. Give us feedback. Join the Discord. Thank you for watching.
And better yet,
that's all, folks.
Better yet, I'm going to drop a link here to sign up for the Kickstarter.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah, you'll get the quick start guide for free.
Yeah, it's buried the lead. I know I could sign up for a Kickstarter campaign.
Sign up for the newsletter, and you'll get updates on the game, see more about it. It's a great old time.
This is asking me to verify that I'm not a robot, and I'm having trouble with this.
Because I now identify with a liberator, and it's impossible for me to answer this question.
I am at the very least robot adjacent. I feel like I'm living a lie.
Robot adjacent.
All right, so Rylee, you're going to need to make a mechanics check.
Yes. I'm going to give you inspiration. This is a great plan, Rylee. Make the biggest seed cannons you could ever possibly make. I inspire you.
Awesome.
You get +2 to this roll. Sorry, unless you're already +3, then I take it back.
I actually am already +3.
I take it back. I just remembered you are mechanically maxed out.
This is my best thing.
Yeah.
Big boy rules. Galen, you wasted that hour.
Big boy rules.
God.
All right, I'm going to succeed.
It hurts.
Yes. 12.
Look at that. I believe that's.
I'm going to start hand cranking a seed Gatling gun.
Wow. There's there's multiple slap screen, smash cuts of Galen lifting heavy objects covered in soot and engine oil. Rylee barking orders at the gremlins and me. me getting frustrated and sitting down and pouting for a coffee break.
It's like a bunch of gremlins with like enriched soil backpacks.
Yeah,
And
like running around,
slapping their hands away as they try to eat stuff.
Yeah. And meanwhile, there's a real brief cut over to where all the lumberjacks are being held in squalor, still starving.
Oh my god! I forgot about the
completely ignored the prisoners.
They just watched us ally with the thing that's been eating them. Oh no! I totally forgot about the lumberjack prisoners.
One thing at a time. Okay, so
meanwhile, like the gremlins have tied Gretch up with like cables and wires.
Oh,
while you guys are working.
Oh. No, and I keep undoing it, and then like they wait until I'm not looking, and then they go and do it again, and Gretch is just like, But on the bright side, while we have the Liberator distracted while we're doing this, they are not getting thrown into the mulcher. So we're saving lives.
Yeah. And you can see the gremlins are like, they seem weird. Like they're sorcelled or something.
Oh, like they've
gremlins should be eating this guy.
Their minds have been influeed
by Mencia. James is like looking for reason, looking for meaning off screen because it hurt him so bad.
So you guys have worked into morning. You're sleepless. I'm gonna say at this point from now on you're -1.
Yeah, we're fatigued. We're fatigued.
I'm -1 for sure.
And you present your body, RoboCop Johnny Appleseed, to the Liberator.
RoboCop Johnny Appleseed.
And you see something amazing happen. This what looks like a ball of light comes out of the engine. It's like kind of blinding. Make a lore check.
Hugh Laurie, hello. Oof.
I've never seen anything like that in all my days.
And I'll never see it again. No, I use another quest point to at least get myself a 6 and maybe have some ability to comprehend what is in front of me.
You've seen this before in your travels, Galen.
It's beautiful.
It looks like a will-o-wisp.
Oh, wow.
Oh, awesome.
Will-o-wisps they're spirits of the forest, right?
Right. But you've never heard of one like being outside of like a marsh or a forest, or it's unheard of.
There's a first for everything.
So you see it like glow and like oscillate, and then it pops in to the machine that you've built, and comes to life, and it rises, like looks at its hands.
Holy cats!
Its voice is different coming out of this body. It sounds less menacing. It says
it's almost sensual.
Almost, yeah.
Almost. Go on.
It speaks in a sing-songy kind of Frank Sinatra kind of way. It's like,
I must thank you for building me this body.
You're welcome, but you got to remember that you got to maintain this thing, and you don't want anything getting gummed in the works. So stop mulching people, or else you won't have any friends.
Like the seed launchers.
Rylee walks up and slaps the seed cannon, and she's like, "That's like 80 seeds a second, right there," you know. I turn to the Liberator and say, what do we call you now? Now that you're no longer about, liberating souls from bodies,
He was called RoboChop. Now he's called RoboCrop.
God.
Yeah. Yeah. I did. I went there.
That's it.
It touched my soul.
So that's what.
That's it. No, that can't be it.
Yeah. I am RoboCrop.
Stupid.
It's a high quality quest today, guys.
I don't know.
Will.
It's weird if the person makes up their own nickname. Don't you think?
No. No. Galen will say, well, perhaps this. Go sow your seeds all the way to the last tree. And by the time you get there, you'll meet or when you get there, you'll meet, oh God, what, P-Mitty-Wop-D, Ichabod Lundy.
I always think it's Wapdiddle, but
Yeah, it's not P-Mitty-Wop-Diddle. It's D. Ichabod Icky Lundy. And I'll say, speak to Icky Lundy. Tell him of your journey and your transformation, and he will give you a name.
That is good. Now, we must leave the Gretchomaticus, which could be problematic.
Cuss.
How so?
Well, they'll want to kill me.
They're not going to know what you are.
Yeah, let us deal with that.
How about this? We do the classic, we'll put you in shackles, quote unquote, and lead you out of town as our bounty.
It's a giant. Like shackles don't make sense on it.
Yeah, no. It's fine. Or
Maybe we can just have it raise its hands like me, and I'll like prod him with my halberd.
Yeah. Or we can put some kind of you can mock up like a fake remote control and say that we've.
Oh, that's smart.
You know what I mean? And we can kind of trick them into thinking that we have control of it and we're leading it away.
Or the Liberator is destroyed.
Because the only person who knows what happened here in this moment, this like area is Gretch, right?
Wait.
So if we kill him,
can I ask the Liberator, if you leave, are all these gremlins going to eat the rest of this place?
That's a good question.
I could bring them with me.
Well, hear me out.
Yeah.
If we want to get out of here, we're going to want to create a big diversion. And if we walk out of here and all these gremlins start eating the house, then like all the lumberjacks are going to have to like try to stop them before they eat it all up. And then we'll kill two birds with one stone. Effectively, we'll get rid of this place, whatever's left of this place.
Gretch says, "What? Are you kidding me? You can't do that. This is my livelihood."
Hey, Rylee, isn't that just going to cause more death when they try to kill the gremlins? And then the lumberjacks die when they're in combat with the gremlins, and then
look, I'm not going to stand for this. Any of this. This thing is going down. He starts running away.
Oh,
I chase after him. I'm going to chase after Gretch. Let's see where.
Meanwhile, I have tea with Liberator.
So, apple seeds. That's got to be crazy.
Yeah. What are you gonna do, Rylee?
We got to find we have to find an alternative to like cutting down all this wood.
Wait, what do you mean? Like, just you want to somehow stop this lumberjacking operation?
Yeah.
But I don't know, like in the grand scheme of things, right? Like I think if the Liberator can plant things faster than they can cut them down, then you create a sustainable like cycle. Because I don't think you can ever get people to stop lumberjacking wood.
Right. What do we say?
People are too dumb.
He's been through a harrowing thing, Gretch. I'm gonna just chase after Gretch and say, look, you wanted us to deal with the Liberator and make this place whole again. We've done it. Like, you think we're going to get this guy, we're going to move him over to the used-to-be forest, and he'll be out of here forever.
You're saying this like running after him, and he's going, I heard everything you said. You want to bring this place to the ground.
Galen's
Talking
still
about
making tea.
sicking those gremlins on everything.
I was spitballing. I mean, how am I supposed to... I mean, first of all, what am I supposed to say in front of the giant robot that's been, terrorizing everything? We want to get this guy out of here. He's got a right to live and exist.
At this point, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I mean, besides, how much money is in lumber these days?
Well, more than you make. The fortune. These Dungeoneer corporations, they'll pay Logjam a fortune every year.
I have nothing to offer him.
It cuts back to
I have nothing.
Oh god! It cuts back to Galen the Liberator. Galen is actually holding up his small, sturdy shield and showing the painting of the sapling that's on it, like the tree of Gondor, and saying, "Yeah, we were planting trees, and we really like planting trees. I'm so glad we can help each other out."
Are you a green gallivanter?
We're like Green Gallivanter adjacent. We all want the same thing. We want what's best for the used-to-be forest.
And what of the river country?
And the river country. And Fleetback County. And the Quagmash. And we've got friends all over.
I see.
It's I don't think we have to destroy everything. In fact, we might just want to get out of here as fast as we can. Gretch, he's a man who's probably lost his mind. I don't know if Rylee can convince him otherwise.
Gretch or Rylee, make a search check at disadvantage.
Oh boy.
I find nothing.
Yeah, you lose Gretch. Just he knows this place like the back of his hand, and it's dark all over. You lose him down a dark corridor.
So I kind of do want to take this place out and make them lumberjack like the old days, like they were doing outside. Instead
of I see. You want to slow down the pace and go back to the. Okay, I see. Well, you're a shrim. You should be able to unshrimify this shrim technology.
What did they say about the cables, the fuel cables for the engine?
They're all connected to the oil drums.
The oil drums are connected to the
thigh bone.
Yes.
Yeah. So here's after talking with the Liberator, he explains how everything happened. He ensorcelled the gremlins to take over the Sputterjacks, as well as create him a body as he took over the Gretchomaticus.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the situation.
It was a really short conversation. I go back to showing him my shield. They really did a good job on these leaves right here. I like leaves. You like leaves?
Oh yeah,
I love leaves. They're so cool.
Ben, as a quick aside, the rivers around Logjam, are they considered mucky water?
I would say no.
Okay.
They're like clear running water.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Actually,
but you know what I mean?
Well,
I don't know. I was going to say...
I would say there's some some portion coming from logjam that's like oily and gross.
Okay. The reason I ask is I'm thinking of using the dust-covered banjo to give us a waterborne escape.
Mm-hmm.
If you recall, it allows one to walk on mucky water.
Yeah. You also have that boat waiting for you.
Yeah, we've got the barge. We'll have the lumber
The
in it.
barge.
So we
Yeah.
gotta get out of here.
Firing seed salvos off the barge.
Okay. So here's kind of what are you gonna do? Okay, you got Liberator. What is your plan?
I mean,
I say we get out of here.
so, God, this is the problem. If we get out of here, we're giving up the wood, right?
No, because the barge guy. Didn't we have the wood delivered to the barge? If we. Oh wait. Hold on.
GM says.
No, it's not delivered yet.
Right, because it's like it's like we were going to get all the wood that we freed up from the Liberator's grasp. And I worry that, oh no, but it was the foreman who's going to hook us up.
Yeah, not
It
Gretch.
wasn't Gretch. So by pissing off Gretch, we haven't closed that avenue to ourselves. So
I mean, just think about it.
no, I refuse. I refuse. We should have let Gretch die.
The Liberator says we can carry out the lumber
The gremlins
and the sputterjacks.
and the sputterjacks. Okay.
Let's wrangle up all the gremlins and just get out of Dodge.
Wait. Do you not want to take the lumber, or you're saying like wrangle the gremlins and the lumber and then get out of Dodge?
Yeah, I think that we take the gremlins with us.
I'm all for having more gremlins as long as they don't take up inventory slots.
Well, they're people.
Are they though?
They're potentially really dangerous though because they eat technology.
It's true. Okay.
But
So
if we
then-
were to, I don't know, release them into an enemy corporation.
Yeah.
Although
Wazinski-
SPL's been pretty good to us.
Yeah, I think I have no quarrel with Wazinski at this moment. I mean, she's been a staunch business partner. I don't want to call her an ally. We could certainly upset the balance of power, but yeah. Sorry, Ben. Yes.
Actually, I think the Liberator would like the idea of the gremlins sticking behind and destroying the Gretchomaticus.
I mean, I kind of like that idea. It forces them to start over.
I think that if Rylee is pushing forward, Galen will back it.
And then it offers to have the sputterjacks, as well as itself, which is a large creature, to carry out as much lumber as possible.
I love it. I'll say to the Liberator, deal, just no more killing. We're
I cannot promise that.
Try not to kill any more lumberjacks.
If they try to kill me, then what can I do?
Okay, so we'll set the Liberator on its path of getting lumber out. We'll shepherd the lumberjacks out and make sure they don't get in the way.
Yeah.
I mean, then it's going to be a
Positive
showdown with
direction,
Yeah.
I mean, I could run in and talk to the lumberjacks and be like, "Hey, you guys want to live?
Hey,
Follow me.
come with me if you want to live."
Yeah. Just do what I say. If you want to get out of here alive, I'm sure that they'll be like, yes.
Yeah, anything is worth more than their lives. I would back that play. Yeah, so Ben, let's do that. Let's.
You're talking about the lumberjacks inside.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, they're all tied up.
Oh, so they're not going to get in the way until the building starts collapsing on them, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I just want to get them out before the gremlins start eating everything.
Yeah. They're going to go straight for the kneecaps. I mean, kneecaps are like the oysters of bondage.
No, you have to choose. Ben wants us to choose.
Yeah.
All right.
Sophie's choice.
So all the sputter jacks go get to the lumber, and so does the Liberator. I'll just make a roll to see how much they're able to. How much of the shipment?
What percentage? 5%.
So there's like a lot. It's like so much that they're not going to be able to do a lot of it.
Yeah. I mean, but it's going to slow Destina Brink down. That's our goal, right? Slow Destina Brink down
and speed up our ability to build a ship.
Yeah, so we can go to Terror Island and kill ourselves.
Yeah, I think it means that you're not going to have an abundance of lumber to both fuel the crack and the ship if you don't think of another way.
Okay, so then priority goes to the crack probably because we really got to put a bow on that one and then get our passive income.
Whatever's left over, we'll hand over to the ship. Yeah, and then we'll do what we can. Maybe we can buy additional materials or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. That's decided.
All right. It's a plan.
Cool. Cool tools rule.
Cool tools rule.
Cool tools.
All right. So you're gonna go outside and
face the world. Yeah, and we've successfully prevented more lumberjacks from dying.
Yeah, I mean you can like usher them out while
I think that's
everyone else is doing their jobs.
Mm-hmm. That's what Galen would do, just to get them out of danger's way.
Now, I mean, here's where there's a monkey wrench.
You're a monkey wrench
thrown in. It's complication from the GM. Okay, what are you gonna do?
Classic GM.
Guy.
I mean, Gretch has roused the crowd. And he's saying that you guys want to like destroy their way of life and make them work as like pitiful manual lumberjacks instead of having like the power of the machine.
Instead of
everyone's angry, including like the SPL representatives that were there. And so you guys come out and there's like the big crowd gathered, and the lumberjacks that you ushered out like run into their numbers. And they're all like shouting at you like, "What's going on? What'd you do?"
That's a 13, Ben.
4.
Commanding presidents. Once per session, impress or frighten an NPC or group of goons without saying a word. Success generally means the NPC will be respectful and amenable, perhaps begrudgingly so, depending on their character. Goons will keep their distance or flee from combat.
So who are you?
The whole crowd.
So they're not all goons.
They look like goons from here.
I'm going to...
but yeah,
I mean, like it's a start. It's a start.
The huge crowd disperses at the side of you. You're probably like covered in oil and like...
and what Galen doesn't see is that the giant robot's like coming up some stairs behind him.
Yeah. I'm like, that's what made it the 13.
He's behind me, isn't he?
Yeah. So like all the rabble of lumberjacks like leaves the crowd. What's left is the foreman and like the SPL representatives and some of the other higher ranking people. Like Gretch is still there.
Is it possible for us to get onto the water and get out of here?
It is possible. The SPL guy is like, "Hey, where you going? You got to stop these guys."
Take it up with Destina Brink, I shout.
The SPL dude just like starts pulling some of the lumberjacks and pushing them forward, and like they're like confusedly holding axes. And then the foreman shouts, I trusted you guys, and you're kind of screwing us over here. Get them! So like a small group of people with axes.
So who is the leader ordering them to come after us? Like,
well, it's like the SPL guy is putting a lot of pressure on.
Can I use eye for clues on the robot? That there is a valve that I can pull that will like make the sprinkler hand turn into a flutter and like hose these guys, so that they all like fall in the mud and like are slipping all over the place and they can't fight us.
It's like the riot police. They're just gonna hose them.
yeah. Like it's like a fire hydrant gets broken off and like these guys get blasted by the water.
Okay. You'll have to like make that happen.
Yes.
It's true.
It is true.
Oh yeah.
It is true. It's a 13.
Cool.
I need a second, Galen. It's like have like a wrench in my mouth and be scrambling up the robot.
I bellow out to the guys who are charging us, and I say, "Okay, just like the martial arts plays, one at a time. Come on, let's go."
Okay. Are you gonna fight them?
I will. Yeah, I will. I don't want to kill him, but I'm gonna. No. Let me see if there's. Oh, how about this? Ben, Logjam is mostly built on stilts, like over the water. Is that the purpose of it?
It's like a
mill.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some land.
I mean, I assumed that like the whole operation, like the Gretch, the all that stuff is like kind of what I'm trying to get at is: are we fighting on a wooden pier above water?
That's conceivable, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use my action to feat of strength. And is there metal or is it all wood?
George is gonna like turn into Super Shredder and start knocking out piers.
Yeah, basically.
There's probably like iron rivets and some like steel bars.
I'd like to feat of strength and then combine that with my axe's ability to kind of just cut through the supports and maybe like cut a swath between us and them so they can't charge us. It'll only be like a 6-inch gap, but it'll paralyze them.
Okay.
That would be my turn. Rylee, lend a hand here.
No, over there, and I'll use a quest point to do lend a hand.
Galen's like holding the axe, like trying to get validation from Rylee. Like, is this structural? No, here.
I do it.
Yes. And then Rylee gives me the thumbs up, and I go whoosh.
Yeah. You are the one who rolls it.
Yeah. The X glows red as Rylee gives a thumbs up, and I carve through the structural supports that are metal in the pier or the wooden place we're fighting on.
All right. Yeah. The floor just kind of falls into the water. There's a decent sized gap, and the workers kind of like stop themselves from falling in.
Yeah, like every time I think one of them's gonna try to jump, I like shuffle over in front, and I just keep like boxing them out.
It's like whack-a-mole.
Yeah, I'm playing zone defense on the pier.
Yes.
Gretch shouts out, "Look, they're stealing the lumber! Get them!" You turn around and you see a gaggle of sputterjacks and the Liberator like loading the barge with lumber, and like I forget what the guy's name is.
Oh yeah, I'll let you know. Hold on,
Captain.
I got it written down somewhere.
Captain Underpants.
He's shouting at them. Like,
Ralphie Peabody. Is it Ralphie Peabody?
Peabody.
Peabody. God, it's so dumb. I love it. Captain Peabody.
Peabody.
It could happen.
He loves us because we stopped for the Firefly Festival. It's more successful than the Fire Festival.
Yeah.
You see the SPL guy like storm off.
Oh yeah, he's gonna tell Wazinski about this one. We don't care.
Okay.
But we do care a little.
What are you doing?
I want to undo a valve that will hose the guys, so we can get on the ship. Just like roll a might.
Yeah.
Mighty, just letting it all
mighty boss tones.
Hang out. Yes.
7.
Success with a twist.
I get in the way with the water. Get in the way of the water, and I get like blasted right into the people. So I'm like in the mud with them.
All right. You see, Galen. You see Rylee comically like blasted forward.
Whoa! I get up, rubbing my head, be like, "That didn't go as planned."
So you got in front of a fire hose, trying to get from it.
I look at Rylee and I shake my head because it's just another like wet shrimp. So sorry, I didn't really hear the outcome of it. I was looking at something else. So Rylee gets blasted by the hose. Does it not work at all, or Rylee just also gets?
It works, but with a twist. I'm now on the ground with them.
Okay.
So I got to get over there.
I let out a whistle, and FB comes leaping off the ship to pick up Rylee.
There's not really enough time.
FB moves
for that
fast.
to happen instantly.
Nah,
so everyone is kind of like out of sorts. Rylee, you're there with them. The ship is getting loaded. Now, what are you doing, Galen?
So I've successfully staved off these guys, and Rylee is on the ground with a bunch of. How many other guys are over there?
Well, I was thinking that this was the same basic the group that like you cut them off and they were blasted.
I'm so sorry. And then Riley's now on the other side?
Yeah.
Okay,
Is that
so
how I was imagining it.
No, that's fine. I'm so sorry. It was my own fault for not like hearing everything.
Are you playing Valheim, George?
No. Okay.
Wow.
You want to know what was really happening? You said Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, and I was trying to come up with a pun for I've never had to knock on wood.
Oh,
wow.
my.
I was going to be like, I never had to chop down wood, but I know someone who has. That's what I was looking at, Ben. That's what I was looking at. I literally had to go to the lyrics to see if I could do something dumb with them. And that's why I heard nothing.
Well, you succeeded, dude. You succeeded.
Never had to chop down wood.
Can I shout to Galen and be like, just go?
No. Never! I'm going to... What can I do to get you? All my other stuff's combat, except for Faithful Speed.
I can get there. I just realized I can get there. I have a flying potion.
Oh.
I'd be using it for this, but I could fly.
Let me see if there's any other tools we have. Pulmo's automatic yo-yo.
Or I could do another pole vault. So my favorite jack of all trades.
I say to Rylee, I'll catch you. Maybe you should try to pole vault and I'll try to catch you. I don't know that there's anything I could add to this situation. Being trapped on the other side of this.
All I can do is try to jump over.
Okay.
All right, so we'll go to the next round, and
Rylee gets chopped down.
I know. I need to get initiative on this one.
Well, since you'd be running away, so you'd go first.
All right. I will use Jack of all trades to recall the time I was in the high school pole vaulting team, as I have done twice before while playing Land of Eem.
It's true.
It is true. It's so true that I will attempt to run and jump over to pole vault with my halberd over the thing.
Nice. Amazing.
Yes, I totally do it.
Amazing.
Nice. Okay. Galen, what are you doing?
I mean, I'm watching Rylee intently to make sure if she, like, I would probably spend a round to see if, like, she faltered her footsteps or whatever. I would be able to at least try to catch her halfway. So I would just be waiting for her to successfully jump over.
All right, Rylee, you jump over. You're there with Galen, and then you see in the distance the SBL guy, and he's got like this big black crossbow. And he's aiming at you, and he fires.
Oh no!
Is this while Rylee's midair, or is it after Rylee's landed?
She's just landed.
I would cover her up. I'm taking this hit.
And it is a hit.
It flies true.
3 dread.
I block it with my shield, but in kind of a cinematic moment, the bolt is so powerful it pierces through and still catches my shoulder a little bit. And the SPL guy is satisfied with that because he feels like he's sent his message.
That
was his soul escaping from his body. So courage, that was combat. So courage, I still have.
You're good. You took the super courage thing.
Yeah.
Super courage.
17 out of 23 is what we started with. So 17 out of 23, and I had 5. So I have 20 out of 23 for the remainder of combat because of the armor. Cool.
So you can get. I mean, you can run away, but
we're gonna. Yeah. That's okay. Yeah. Go, Rylee, go!
I'm running, man. I want to run. I want to run and sail this barge down the Black Rill all the way to Marshgate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll randomly at who he attacks. That will be Galen.
Mm-hmm. That's a hit.
That'll hit.
That'll do it.
It's 5 dread.
Oh, another
shot me in the back. 15 out of 23.
So at this point, you've made it to the barge. All the lumber is loaded up. The Liberator is there.
He's like firing seeds at people, trying to kill them, but it's like shooting them with rock salt. It just like makes them annoyed, and he feels slightly impotent because he's like he misses like killing and having blood on his gears.
He does,
but he says, "Look, we can. We're overloading this barge here. Like this guy weighs a ton.
Mm-hmm.
You want to bring him along?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
We're going to be sitting ducks.
Ben, I would do this. I would sacrifice the banjo to make this thing able to walk on mucky water and get itself out of here.
Have it play the banjo.
That's so amazing. That is such a good idea.
I mean,
Rylee, you're gonna have to, or one of you. Rylee, you're not a bard.
I'm not a bard, but I did take a bunch of classes in community college. I'll use Jack of all trades.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like give him some quick lessons.
Yeah, I'll use Jack of all trades to be a banjo player.
Or do you want to just whip something together mechanically that'll automatically play the banjo on it, like it's on the body? You have advantage to that.
Really funny idea.
like an automatic banjo player on it, just like you jam it in.
Oh my gosh!
And when it moves its arm a certain way, it plays the melody it needs to walk across water.
I'll use some materials to make like a wind up thing that just like does this over and over again.
Boom down balloon, boom down balloon.
All right. Meanwhile, you get shot at again.
The arrow goes right through my skull.
Ooh. Does it misfire and shoot this guy in the eye?
Well, it jams.
Strawberry.
And he's going, what? Come on. Stupid SPL.
I literally yell at him, try looking down the barrel.
Just mocking him.
Yeah.
Why I order?
I'm not even moving. Just two groups yelling at each other.
Sitting in the water.
I'll catch you, you crazy kids, you.
Oh my god.
All right, I need to roll mechanics.
Well, I now have a little more inventory space.
I can make a device, but I don't know how many materials it requires.
That's a 12. That's awesome.
Roll a d6.
Boom, 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 boom.
5.
Boom, boom, boom.
So it's 4 because you rolled a 12.
George, do you have one material?
No, I think I gave them all to you, dude.
I don't have enough materials.
Can we sacrifice an item to make it work too? I mean, we got a lot of stuff.
That's fine. I mean, I'm fine with that. You rolled a 12. Just use all of your materials.
Okay. We have 0 materials.
Okay, and then I'll give up like a piece of. We have like some string, or there's a hook. I give you the hook. I say, well, will this work?
Yeah.
Perfect.
You'll need the hook. Yeah, definitely.
Definitely need the hook.
It's perfect.
I got tripwire. I got blanket. You want a blanket?
Great. I put the blanket on him like a cape, so he looks like a rock star.
Yeah. He's like a wandering minstrel seed planting robot. Like, you can like hear him coming because you hear the banjo playing, and then you just hear the loud thoom of him firing seeds into the earth, and then the gentle tinkling of a sprinkler.
It's got like a tomato plant trebuchet.
Yeah.
Classic.
All right. You make your getaway.
Maybe he's able to kind of walk off the plank, and they think that maybe the guys on shore think he's the liberator is coming at him, but instead they hear the eerie playing like a banjo. It almost sounds kind of soulless, but it's still musical. And with the first step off the gangplank, they think he's going to step into the water, but he just stands in the water and starts walking away. It's like the end of the Hulk's TV show.
The Incredible Hulk show. As he gets further in distance, all you hear is the riff, like.
It's like a really dissonant, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. It's almost awkward because we aren't going that much faster now that he stepped off. But everyone's just like, all parties are so enthralled by the liberator walking off. It's like, what is this going on?
Yeah. The hell is going on?
Walk, you never run.
You're a winner.
As you like slowly sail off, and the SPL representative is still like shaking his crossbow. It's jammed up.
Mm-hmm.
He just starts yelling at the foreman, like saying, "Can't believe you let this happen, you idiot! You're done." That's the last you hear as you sail down. Which way are you going?
Come sail away.
I was thinking we could sail down
the
the Black Rill underneath those bridges.
I think we'll have to, yeah.
Straight to Marshgate.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Wow, we've circumnavigated the whole flippin' map. Like we've gone all the way over to the Drippy Downs, Jurgurg. Jurgurg?
Omagurg.
It's amazing.
It's like all of Fleabag County.
Yeah.
It's below us.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll do.
Okay, do you want to end it there or keep going? Or
I say we end it there. That's perfect.
That's pretty good. And we can do some XP for the last however many sessions.
2.
However
This.
many. Then. No one could have kept track of it.
This and last session.
Yeah, for the dungeon.
Okay, you completed an objective. That's 1 XP.
Nice.
Did you solve a problem creatively?
I think this last encounter to Liberator was pretty creative.
Did you explore a new location? Point of interest, yes.
The Gretchomaticus,
Counter a new creature, yes.
Sputterjacks, gremlins.
Will-o-wisp.
Will-o-wisp.
So that's 4.
Boba Fett.
Significant encounter with an NPC.
Yeah.
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 So that's 5.
Mm-hmm.
And do you recall if you did any ideals or flaws?
I mean,
Really, I didn't really do it.
loosely I stood my ground against difficult odds. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't feel good about that one. We rescued someone from danger. We rescued Gretch from danger, or I rescued Gretch from danger together with Rylee. I would count that. But I didn't muscle my way through a delicate situation. In fact, I did quite the opposite. I rationalized my way through a delicate situation. So I lose XP. So
Yeah, you lose a D12 XP.
All right. Go ahead and roll that.
I lose a D12.
I lose 12 XP. I go down a level. Sorry, guys.
No, I mean, that's just the game, you know?
It's the game. Big boy rules.
No, it's not the game. I'm just
That's
kidding.
not how it works. No.
All right. Cool.
That's good time. 6 XP is a pretty good haul.
Where are you? You guys are level 8, correct?
I am. I don't know if Rylee leveled.
I'm level 7, actually.
Yeah.
I did not level because I wanted to increase some of my powers.
Mm-hmm.
Poors. Cool.
Poors.
They compel me.
I really
How
love
much?
commanding presence. I didn't think I would, but I really do.
Command and conquer with it.
Mm-hmm.
How many XP do you need, James, for level 8?
That's a good question. Let me take a look. I've got 19 now. Let me look at the chart.
I think it's 35.
35. So I'm close. Couple more sessions, you know. Like,
So what are you going to do with all the excess inventory?
I think I'm going to leave a lot of it on the junk barge. Maybe
That's a
as a
good
form
idea.
of payment, or like, because it's like a junk barge to begin with, right? Like he's got a bunch of junk.
Yes, he's literally got junk.
Yeah, I think.
yeah,
I think
I'm gonna
we'll-
leave.
we'll-
I'm gonna leave some stuff behind. I've got some magnificent items I could potentially sell or like trade.
Yeah, I think I have to get rid of all the boring stuff, like the snare, bedroll, canoe, saddlebags, cage, cauldron, dagger, umbrella, like just junk. Galoshes, blanket, tripwire, bucket, telescope, journal.
Well, hold on. Tripwire.
Some of that's useful.
Tripwire is interesting.
When
I have
you're
trap making now.
A
that's true.
snare. You said you had a snare.
Snare is interesting.
Yeah.
I could use those.
You want to take them from me?
Yeah.
I mean, bedroll mechanically gives you +1 courage when you sleep on it. I don't know if you knew that.
I was not aware of it.
He's been sleeping next to it.
Mhm.
But not on it.
Yeah. How does this thing work? The canoe, I assume, takes up, I think I did 6 slots for that.
Yeah, and it's only carryable by your moont.
No moon. Yeah, I'm just gonna give this guy the. Is this guy gonna be mad that we're just like giving him a bunch of junk, or is it like, does he consider it a bonus? I feel like he'd consider it a bonus. Like,
Yeah, but he's.
It's all about it.
I mean, if you're just giving him junk, he'll take it.
Yeah, I'll unload junk. James, you want the snare?
Yeah, I'll take the snare.
That's 2 slots. You want the cage?
No.
Okay. So. You want the tripwire, though, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Ben, what were the unicorn flowers? And why did I plant them on the back of my Taurus? Were they really rare? They were really rare, right?
Yeah.
They were they grew in the wake of a unicorn's hoof prints. Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So yeah, FB looks beautiful.
We could probably do this off stream.
No, this is good content, guys. Yeah, sorry.
Just some
wind it down.
tabletop RPG accounting.
Yeah. We watched our viewer count dwindle the minute we talked about inventory.
All right. Cool tools. We will see you next week.
Same bad time, same
Thanks
bad
everybody for joining us. Thanks to everybody on Patreon for supporting us. And if you would like to try out Land of Eem yourself, go to landofelem.com, or you can download the beta bundle at Drive-Thru-RPG. And if you are also interested in the Kickstarter for Land of Eem, where there will be a ton of new art and the fully fleshed out game, check out landofelem.com/Kickstarter.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Till next time.
All righty.
Goodbye.
Later.
Thanks for joining the Land of Eem podcast. If you're interested in learning about Land of Eem, or diving into our book series, Dungeoneer Adventures, or Rickety Stitch and the Gelatinous Goo, visit us online today at landofelem.com or ask for us wherever books are sold. Thanks again. Bye-bye.